All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to the live stream. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. So what just going on right now? Sound check. Can you guys hear me clearly? Mm. All right. So let's just get started. We continuously pushing to a downside, created a support here on our daily time frame. I'm just like going to take this support or the resistance right now I'm having here actually. So let's jump from daily to H4. H4. Wow, this H4 just close above this consolidation area. Now this candle just like rejecting and trying to continuously pushing to the upside. So let's jump from H4 to H1 to get a better plan. H1 breaking above the previous H1 high, and we are having like this range on the left hand side. So jumping from H1 to M30, M30 was having a very beautiful structure to take a buy. Wow, look at this one. It it just break and close above the previous candle high. But it will be great if the next candle create a wick and break above this high. So it could continuously pushing to the upside to retest this high. Let's see. I think so. If we just like continuously gonna pushing to the upside and we're gonna create some kind of a resistance on this resistance area, so there's a probability we're gonna retest this low. So this is the only thing I can see on the chart right now. So jumping from 30-minute to 50-minute time frame, 50 minutes just like having a very beautiful structure here. It's just doing consolidation. Then this candle break and close above with a small body. Then there is no business of next candle to break above the previous candle high. It break above the high but did not create a bottom wick. So could be risky, but depending on dynamic risk, it makes sense. It went like 60 pips already. Wow. So just miss this one, I think so. So just miss this one. So need to wait for some structure to be formed. So that makes sense. I think so. It will be better if this can gonna create some weekend break above the high. So that will be more beautiful opportunity I can grab there. So right now, as you can see, we continuously pushing to the upside. I'm just like gonna remove this resistance area. This is the support I'm having. If we're going to break below this low and get a candle close below this support, so this is the range we are having on the left hand side. It's more than 100 pip range. And for buys now, I think we need some structure to be formed. Till right now, I can see only one resistance on the left hand side, and here I'm having a resistance. So if market continuously pushing to the upside, looking at this H1, H4, which break above the previous candle high, retrace more than 50% of the previous H4 candle. So what I think that if it could continuously pushing upside and gonna create some resistance here, so it could retest the low with the opening of London session. Or if a candle going to be break and close below this support, so we're gonna continuously pushing to the downside. So just like simply need to wait for the structure to be formed. That makes sense. So looking at the chat right now, okay, Sal, you're not getting my audio, buddy. You need to check your headphone or mic, something like that. So started with Mr. Philip. I think so. Philip just like send me the chart. Yeah, it's just such a like a beautiful structure, but it will be more better if this can create a weekend break above the high. But dynamic risk also makes sense. Yeah, it did not even create a weekend break above the high, and 50-minute, 30-minute gives the confirmation to continuously pushing upside. Very nice trade. It's a valid setup actually. Yeah, it went without wick. Can't do anything about it. Okay, so Sachin just like send me the chart. Wow, Sachin, very nice. You guys killing it actually. Executed a buy here. I was starting the stream, so I missed this one. I was watching it but didn't enter because I was waiting for a lower wick. Yeah, that will be more better if it gonna create a wick. Then might be even with the starting of the stream, I definitely gonna execute on this buy. So first time using dynamic risk and grab 50 pips. Wow, look at this one. Very nice. Very nice. You start understanding the concept, buddy. Very nice. Yeah, some people missed it and some people use dynamic risk and execute a buy. So if you have some structure and you are getting scared you're gonna miss it, why not to go with a low load size? So it will build your confidence. Yeah. All right. So need to wait now. Just need to wait now. Good morning from Istanbul. Welcome, welcome. Price will retest 5045, 5045. Why? This one? Let's see. Let's see right now. It's pushing to the upside. Could be happen anything. Look at those cells to give that 4 hour a lower wick. Which one? This one? I go that buy M15 dynamic risk. Very nice. Can we take trade on London Open even if candle does not make a wick? What? Yeah, dynamic risk makes sense if you are sitting with the opening of some session and there's a structure giving you strong confirmation. Like look at this one. Let's break down current situation of the market where we miss the trade or someone just like grab the money. So this candle drop the volume. Look at 30-minute time frame. This candle drop the volume. Previous candle like smaller than this one, continuously dropping the volume. This drop the volume. Then this candle break and close above the previous candle high. M15 was doing consolidation, break and close above the previous consolidation areas, close with a small body, showing less volume. If it's showing less volume, then next candle should not break above the previous candle high. It break above the previous candle high, clean traffic, tradable range. It totally makes sense. You can grab center chunks. You can grab like if there's 100 pip range, you can grab 50, 60 pips out of it. So that totally makes sense. It was a very logical trade. Yes. I hate missing trades, then you just like gonna getting into some kind of FOMO condition. Don't hate miss trade. Just look at those, how you can be a part of that thing. By loading the load size, something like that will keep you touch with the trades actually. I trade, but lose 20 pips, no lower wick after the boom. How you lose the 20 pips then? There was no bottom wick, that's why I didn't enter. Yeah, many people did not execute it. So it doesn't matter. We will wait for new structure to be formed. Relax, chill, accept that you missed the trade. So what's the next plan? Waiting to reach the resistance or a buy? Oh no way. If it continuously pushing upside and break above the resistance, I'm not gonna take any buy. I'm not gonna take any buy. I need some structure to be formed. Like, you know what? You need to understand. Let me explain this one. This range is almost like 300 pip range. So if market continuously pushing upside, and even it break and close above this resistance area, it could move like three. It already should be look like 300 pip move, 350 pip move. So it doesn't make sense to execute a buy here. I would like to see some structure to be formed. Like if it comes up and gonna create some kind of a resistance with a strong bearish candle. So I have a plan to go for the sells. This makes sense for me. Or if it gonna create some resistance and then after creating a resistance, it break and close above this resistance area. So now I can give my trade a chance to take a buy. These are the scenarios I'm having in my mind. So let's see what gonna happen. And if it start rejecting with a long rejection wick and close below this support area, so I can go for the sells here as well. So these are the scenarios I'm just like visualizing in my mind. So whatever gonna print on the chart, then I will take a decision, do some math, what lot size I should go with. So I'm just like gonna jump with it. But for that, I need to wait for structure to be formed. Without structure, I can't execute actually. Now the 50-minute candle close, and this 50-minute candle don't have a bottom wick. So what you think that can I go with the buys? Now if I'm gonna execute a buy here, placing stop is like a 70 pips, 76 pip stops, and there is 15 minutes left for the opening of London session. But the candle which don't have a bottom wick, higher probability it could continuously pushing upside. Yeah, but you know what I'm worried about? There's few minutes left for the opening of session, and this 30 minutes still open and didn't have bottom wick. Hmm. Okay, need to wait actually. Need to wait here. I would like to see how 30-minute candle about to be closed. So that makes sense. Alright, man. Yeah, I need to wait. Definitely. This H1 breaking above the previous H1 high, still open. M30 rejecting, didn't have a bottom wick. 50-minute don't have a bottom wick, but close in a bullish form. Hmm. It will be great, you know what? If it gonna create some kind of a resistance here, even like somewhere here, close a single bearish candle. So next can I create a wick break above the high, then we go to 30-minute confirmation without having a bottom wick. So breaking above the 50-minute candle high, so that makes sense. But if it gonna create that structure, right now I think so it could continuously pushing upside. But it's already moved. How much it moved? It moved like 120 pips. Yeah, these days even man 50-minute candles are insane, printing like more than 100 pips. What could you do? So 12 minutes left for the candle to be closed, like 30-minute H1 time frame, and we are heading towards like opening of London session. So waiting is the best option. Since it has no wick, should we expect it to come down? Oh, actually 50-minute showing a very strong bullish momentum in it. So probability, if it respecting the 50-minute time frame, the next candle which creating a wick should continuously pushing upside. Because the candle don't have a bottom wick means there were no sellers. Most of the candles, like 90% candles, printed in this shape. So while it's just like open and pushing to the downside, it means seller pushing it to the downside. Then buyers become heavier on the sellers, and then it create a wick and break its opening price and continuously pushing to the upside. This is how most 90% candles printed on the charts. But if a candle which don't have a bottom wick, it's mean there were no sellers who could push the price to the downside to create a wick. So buyers become heavier here. So it's a sign of good buyers are there actually. No sellers means we can expect more buys. Yeah. सो हाय कैस ब्रो, हेलो हेलो, हाउ आर यू डूइंग? स्ट्रक्चर मींस क्या होता है बॉस? मार्केट फिर से अपनी सपोर्ट एंड रेजिस्टेंस, हाँ जी, एक नया स्ट्रक्चर बनेगा, नई सपोर्ट रेजिस्टेंस बनेगी और फिर हम उसके उसके मुताबिक फिर अपना प्लान डिज़ाइन करेंगे. You don't take trades without lower wick? No, it's not like that. I took trades when I have a plan to go as a dynamic risk. Then I never wait for the candle to create a wick or break above the previous candle high. Then I tore my position into two pieces and go with the dynamic risk. So right now I'm waiting for this candle to be closed, and there's 10 minutes left for the opening of London session as well. So yeah, waiting, just waiting. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. All right. Okay, so there's more than 100 people watching right now on the stream on the YouTube, and I did not have much likes here. So you guys deserve a ad. Then go ahead. Keep your background music on, please. It's therapeutic, okay? It's already running there. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. Yes, running. For Zoom, you guys are getting background music right now. Are you? It will be very grateful if it going to be create some resistance here, but it will be the best thing I'm gonna get there. That might be breaking above this high, depending on the London volume. It could tap to this area. But still having 9 minutes left for the candle to be closed. 30 minutes still open. H1. Yes. Let's see. Okay. सर कल एक ट्रेड लिया था एडवांस सेशन में 50 मिनट कैंडल बुलिश फ्रॉम हुई थी, रेजिस्टेंस ब्रेक किया, फिर नेक्स्ट टू नेक्स्ट कैंडल पे इम्पल्स एंट्री किया था. कैन यू प्लीज रिव्यू द ट्रेड? हाउ आई कैन रिव्यू you can't send me chart on YouTube, buddy. For that, for reviewing your trade, you need to join Market Fluidity University. So you can send me charts, you can get dictation on that one. Wow, it's pushing to the downside. It's a good decision we took that didn't get a trade here. And there is 7 minutes left for the candle to be closed. So sells make sense below this area, and for buys, I wanted to see how this candle going to be closed. Wow, look at the rejection right now. Look at this rejection right now. It might be coming down to create a wick, then start flipping upside. So waiting, I'm just waiting right now. Interesting. Look at this. Wow. Look at the rejection right now. I think so it's gonna create a wick and then will continuously pushing upside. Could be happen. So waiting for this candle reaction right now. There is still 5 to 6 minutes left for the candle to be closed, and we are heading towards opening of London session. Wow, what a rejection. You know what? That will be also gonna be a great concept if this candle reject from this area and close with a small body. With that, if the next candle create a wick, break above the high with the opening of London session, then this is the range I'm having on the left hand side. That also makes sense. But I don't need to wait to see how this candle gonna react actually. There is about 5 minutes left for the candle to be closed. Yeah, impulse entry makes sense. Just as you wished, you got a resistance. Not yet, it's still open. I'm gonna get the resistance after 5 minutes if it gonna close in a bearish form. But after that, even I'm gonna get the resistance here. You can see this candle should be closed with a long rejection and a small body. Then then if it gonna create some kind of a resistance on a 50-minute time frame, definitely 30-minute gonna show some kind of strong candle there. H1 might be going to be close above the previous candle high. So higher probability if the next candle creator we can break above this candle high, it continues to pushing upside. Then it will be higher probability. So it's very important right now for this candle to be closed with a small body and with a long rejection. There's 3 more minutes left for the candle to be closed. 3 more minutes. Then will the next be a definite bullish? Higher probability actually. There's nothing definite but higher probability that the next candle should create a weak and break above the high, will continuously pushing upside. If it gonna if it gonna close in the same shape where it is standing right now, it's mean 30-minute close without bottom wick, H1 close above the previous candle high. So yeah, higher probability. Next candle should create a wick, break above this high, so I can give my trade a chance there. And it's also opening of London session as well. So it's very important for this candle to be closed. I'm waiting right now. Don't want it to be closed in a bullish form. 3 minutes left. Actually, 2.5 minutes left for the candle to be closed. And look at the rejection right now. Let's see. सर अगर 15 मिनट बुलिश क्लोज होते हैं then we'll see यार if the next gonna create a weak and break above the small body high, that also makes sense. But if it gonna close with small bearish candle, then it could be a signature trade of a Raja Bank. Next gonna create a weak and break above the high, impulse entry. Should we not take any trade without a lower wick unless you are having a plan to go as a dynamic risk? And dynamic risk we're not gonna execute on all the trades. Dynamic risk only gonna use when I'm feeling some more comfortability or having some more confidence on some structure. Then I mostly use the dynamic risk first. But 90% I never use dynamic risk. So waiting right now, about to be closed in 2 minutes. I don't need a healthy body of a bearish one. If it gonna close with a healthy body, then I need to wait for the candle to be close above the resistance area. If it gonna close with a small body, then it makes sense to create a wick and break above the high. So that buys totally makes sense. So this current candle is about to be closed in 1 minute. Just in 1 minute. I need a candle to create a wick, break above the high, so I'm gonna execute again. I'm not gonna execute if it gonna break above the high without creating a bottom wick. It will be best thing for me to create a wick and then break above this high. So that makes sense. How much stop loss I'm getting, like 40-50 pips. So we'll see if I can increase my load size. I'm getting a smaller stop loss here, a good structure I'm facing. Let's see. So few seconds left. This 30-minute candle will be my confirmation actually. I need it to close like The body should be 50-50, like the wick should be 50 and a body should be 50. If a wick could be a bigger one, body becomes small, then it's I need to wait about. Okay, H1 closed. I'm 30 close with no bottom wick. I'm 15 close, but it's like a healthy body, a little healthy. We got our resistance actually. So let's see, it's created a wick now. If it's going to break above this high, depending on the volume now, it's a minor healthy body. I'm 30. mm, I'm 30 wick is bigger than the body actually. Wow, look at this one. So let's see, it's opening of London session. If I want to execute here, I need volume. Only volume could help me out to continuously pushing upside. But right now, if there's like normal volume, then it will be better to wait for this candle to be closed. So it created a wick, pushing to the upside. If it gonna break above the high, if it gonna break above the high, so impulse entry, depending on opening of London session. That makes sense. Okay. I'm waiting for the ask and bid price to break above the previous candle high. How much stop loss, man? 40 pips. Okay, struggling right now, struggling with the rejection on the left hand side. Just waiting, just waiting. Wow, look at this one. It's opening of London session right now going on. We got a resistance. We have a support here. Still, it's doing some struggling here. Okay, it's pushing again. Stopped. Pushing. Stop. Rejecting. Wow, look at this one, man. Ooh, what a rejection. What a rejection. Did not break above the previous candle high. Just waiting. Because I got a resistance, I got a support, and the session trend is a bullish one right now. So if it wanted to continuously pushing upside, this current candle should break above this high, so I can go for the buys as impulse entry depending on the volume. Impulse entry is always connected with the volume actually. If there's like less volume, impulse entry not gonna work out. If market drop the volume, impulse entry not gonna work out. So impulse entry always connected with the volume actually. So it's the opening of London session. That's why I'm expecting it to break above the higher for the continuation. Rather than that, if I saw normal volume in the market, then I will wait for this candle to be close above the resistance. Next candle create a week and break above the higher, so then I can give my trade a chance. So just waiting. In this way, you know what? If I'm gonna execute somewhere here, how I can manage the risk. The question should I need to ask myself, how I can manage my risk if it's not gonna work out. So how I can lose less. So if I'm gonna execute impulse entry above this area, so then there is no business of this current candle to come back into this range. If it come back, reject from this area, come back to this range, retrace like 25-30 pips. So I need to close my 50% position there. That makes sense. This is the way how I can lose less. So waiting, just waiting. ओके, बोस आप पाकिस्तान हैं, आपसे मिलना हो तो you must be my student if you wanted to meet me. I cannot meet a random persons. We are not able to see your screen. What? Really? You guys can't see my screen? Yeah, everyone can see my screen. There's an issue. There is issue you have actually. So wow, it's struggling with the rejection on the left hand side. Once it gonna break above this high, it it should continuously pushing upside. So Firas, you are the one who can't see my screen. Everyone can see my screen. Wow, look at this one, man. Okay, Assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam ji. Struggling, breaking above the high. 5 minutes already passed. Okay, so expecting it to continuously pushing upside. If it gonna break above this high, yes, it's gonna be a beautiful execution depending on the volume. Stop loss could be somewhere here, 50 pips. If you are feeling that you are getting bigger stop loss, you can go with a lower lot size. Okay. Ooh, break above the high. I think I missed a little, got some little slippage there. So now it break above the high of the previous candle. I executed an impulse entry depending on the volume of London session. So I'm expecting it to continuously pushing upside. How I can manage risk and how I can lose less in this trade. Now I need to worry about that one. That's it. I have a structure. It created a resistance, break above the resistance. If it comes now, man, I just like need to manage the risk. It should not be react like that. It should not be react like that. This trade totally depending on the volume. So if it gonna lose the volume, how I can recognize it? I can recognize it if it comes back into the range somewhere here. So at this place, I'm gonna close my 50% position. Yeah, it should not be react like that. And there's no business of this current candle to come down and break its opening price. I'm gonna stuck in this one. Impulse entry. Was not feeling comfortable with this impulse entry to be honest. I took a some kind of a forceful trade. Previous candle closed with a strong bearish one. Let's see. So I'm having the second option with me to manage the risk to lose less. That's the option I'm having right now with me. So again, depending on the volume, I need it to continuously pushing upside. Of course, it's opening of London session. If there's a volume, then it should be continuously pushing upside. If there's less volume and it come back into the range, I need to close my 50% position there. So the question is actually I need to ask myself, if it break above the high, why it reacting like that? Why it is reacting like that? Why it is just like coming back into the range? So I need to close my 50% position there. Yo man, come on. No, I need to close my 50% position. It should not be react like that. Should not be react like that. No, 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 no. Not a good one. So the question is how I can lose less by managing the risk. This trade totally depending on the volume. The way it break above this resistance high, we are having clean traffic sitting with the opening of London session. It should not be react like that. If it is reacting like that, then I need to manage the risk. You know what? What I was expecting? I was expecting if it breaking above this high, it should keep pushing upside. Wow, look at the way it rejected, just like executed a buy. Look at this one. Ooh, just take me out. Just take me out. Just take me out. Wow, it just took me out. Yes. Close full, it will go down. Yeah, it's going against us. Look at this one. Need to manage the risk. Need to manage the risk. Look at the way. Look at the way it reacted now. So the question is how I can give my trade a second chance. How I can give my trade a second chance. For second chance, it will be better to wait for this candle to be closed, or if it gonna break above its own high. So then I will see if I can give my trade a second chance. Wow, man, it's just like didn't went up. Just take me out. Took a loss here. Hmm. It creating a upper wick for H1. What? Okay. It's again coming up. So now I need to see if I can give my trade a second chance if it's gonna break above its own high. So I'm thinking about to give my trade a second chance with the same concept, with the same logic. So let's see. Man, it just like took my stop loss here. Now it's going in my favor. Look at this one. So if it's gonna break above the high, I would like to see how I can give my trade a second chance. London is just like hilarious. It quickly become hilarious. It's the opening of London session. Look at the way market moving right now. What if we wait for candle close? We gonna miss the trade might be, but it's depend on the condition of the candle how it is moving. If this current candle going to break above its own high, so there's a probability it could continuously pushing upside. I swear this one has been dog shit. So you just need to work on your risk management then. Always look for how you can lose less. That's the important thing. So these days, 5 minute time frame is giving more accurate result. Now look at this one. Now we just like took one loss, manage the risk, and they start giving some advices here. Second chance makes you a profitable trade. Let's see. Still, it's did not break above the previous candle high, so I'm waiting. I haven't taken many trades still in the green, like three trades in this month. Very nice. So this is the reason why you are standing in profits, like you are in a green position because you took less trades there. This, you know what? This 30-minute candle don't have a bottom week. 50-minute created a resistance. Next candle created a weak break above the high. Probability should be continuously pushing upside. It should be continuously pushing upside. Yeah. This candle be trying to become like a volatile candle. Mm. I think the issue is that the previous 30 has no lower wick. That's not the issue. That's a confirmation. That was a higher confirmation. The next candle should continuously pushing upside. A candle don't have a bottom wick in a bullish form. There's a probability next candle should continuously pushing upside. Market side by side opening of London. Yes, stop. It's just it's just drop the volume. So I'm looking at this one how I can give my trade a second chance. Not the best one for me. Either take 9 trades, most were break even 2 hit TP and rest SL. Still, you are better than those who are over risking, over trading these month. Even this month, I think so. I didn't even create much money. I think so. On this account, I'm standing with 5% profit, might be not more than that. Yeah, 50-minute closed in a bullish form, but closed within the range for buys. Again, I would like to see a candle to close above the resistance area. So part of the process trying to learn the most out of the situation, still in profit for the month, so it's totally okay on my side. Yeah, that's just perfect actually. Why is this choppy? I really don't know. It's market wish. If it wanted to become choppy, it will become choppy. How? What I can do about it? I'm not a market maker, buddy. So might first come down to give the 30-minute a week before continuing up. Now I would like to see this 50-minute candle to be close above the resistance. I think that will make sense. I give my trade a chance, break above this resistance high. We are having this resistance area. It break above the previous candle high. If there were volume, then this candle should not be react like that. If it's reacting like that, then I need to manage the risk, and I manage the risk there. So it will be better to wait for this candle to see if it's gonna break above this high or gonna close in a bullish form, so I can give my trade one more chance there. There is a chance of having a sell as session trend on pre-London was bearish. It was. It's not right now. Live in our present, buddy. So it's again pushing upside. Should I give my traders chance, a second chance with the impulse entry, or should I wait for the candle to be closed? What you guys think about it? Hmm. Wait for close. I think so. If it's gonna break above this high of a 30-minute time frame, looking at the higher time frame picture, it could continuously pushing upside because now it's coming upside. Let's see. Wait for close. Wait for close. We gave the impulse entry a chance. Yes, we already gave our trade a chance as an impulse entry, but it closed in a bullish form. If it's gonna break above this high, hmm, yeah, it's the second half of a 15-minute, 30-minute time frame actually. It's a second half of a 30-minute time frame. So probability, yes. Let's see. Should I wait or should I go? Go out from the stream. Just kidding, buddy. So let's see if I can give my trade a chance actually. Again, with the same concept. And M15 breaking the some candle high mean there's a volume again. Yeah, you know what? Still, I believe that if it's gonna break above the high, it could continuously pushing upside. Mm. I think so. Better to be wait for this 50-minute candle to be closed. What you guys think? It's just like a little confusion here. I already give my trade a chance as an impulse entry. Again, it's not showing such kind of smooth volume in it. Yeah, it created a way. Let me see on a higher time frame picture once more. H4 pushing to the upside. Okay, this H4 pushing to the upside, rejecting. Can I see H1 pushing upside M30? Okay, didn't have a bottom wick. M15 again breaking above the high. So I make a decision now. I make a decision now. I'm gonna I'm gonna wait for this 50-minute candle to be closed. I will wait for this 50-minute candle to be closed. Yeah, doesn't matter if I'm gonna miss this one. Concept is still valid. It's moving smoothly now. So now I will wait for this scanner to be closed actually. This 50-minute about to be closed in 10 minutes. Still man, there is 10 minutes. The time is still left there to continuation actually. There is no such few minutes left for the candle to be closed. It's a little confusion here. So you know what? If I am getting some confusion there, why not to lower the load size and be a part of my trade again? Come on, come down a little bit down. So now if it gonna break above the previous week here, I lower the load size. It's just a little confusion here, but I don't want it to miss this one actually. You know what? So I lower the load size and we'll see if it could continuously pushing upside or not. I wanted to give my trade a second chance, but if it feelings, if it giving me the feel that it looks like a risky one, why not to lower the load size and try to grab some chunks there while waiting for the candle to be closed, because there's still 10 minutes left for the candle to be closed. So I load the load size and see if it could work out now. Yeah, it's working now. 26 pips running in my favor. 32 pips running in my favors. Come on, just show me some guts here. More. Now you are doing your work. Impulse entry, giving my trade a second chance, expecting volume to continuously pushing it to the upside. Yes, it's also break above the previous candle high now. Whoa, what a rejection here. What a rejection here. What's going on? What's going on? Wow, man. What is this? Ooh, damn. I should close my 50% position when it come back after went in my favor 30 pips. I should close my 50% position there. Wow, what's just like going on there? What a strong rejection actually. So I'm getting ready to close my trade if it coming back into the range. I'm gonna close complete trade there. Yeah, it's coming back. As it gonna come back, I'm gonna close my complete trade. Wow, what a rejection. Went like 30 pips in my favor in no time and rejected back in no time. Look at this one. Wow. Can I see the 30-minute time frame? Yeah. It should not be react like that. It's clean traffic tradable range. This is the shit volume of a London session. So if I'm gonna lose this one, I'm gonna close for the London session my day actually. I cannot lose more than 2% or 1.5% on this trade. Wow. No, no, no. Doesn't matter. Doesn't make sense to hold on this with this trade. Doesn't make sense to hold on with it. I almost lose like $100 here. So I lose 1% actually. I lose 1% in two trades. So we'll see with the NY session if I can give my trade one chance to get back this 1%. Rather than that, if I'm gonna look at the structure, look at the candles, look at the movements, if it gonna give me the same conditions, same behavior, I will call it a day. I will be happy with this 1%. It's easy to recover 1% rather than to lose 2%, 4%, 5%, 10%. So the rule we are having to stick with 1 to 2 trades. So today is the day when you could easily convert your bad day into worst day. Look at this one. What a rejection. I close the trade. Yeah. Why is that when we take a trade, it goes down, and when we wait, it goes up? It's a volatility. It's a clear sign of a volatility. So I'm not gonna do this London session anymore now. I have a 2% risk for a day, 2% to 3% risk a day. I lose 1%. I lose 1% with one session. If I wanted to go with another session, I will look for another trade during the next session. This session is clearly showing a volatility in it. I can't do anything about it. It's clearly showing a volatility. So have to manage the risk, have to lose less. If I can lose less, that is the probability that I can make more. So wow, look at this one. I have a plan to take a buy here. It didn't work out. Look at this one. Had a plan to take a buy here, executed buy, it come back into the range, manage the risk, then give my trader another chance. Now, depending on the volume, it break above the high and went almost like 30 pips in my favor, 30, 33 pips. And now I was expecting it's having a volume. So there's a probability it could continuously pushing upside. So why not to give my trade a second chance? I gave my trade a second chance. It break above the high, went 30 pips in my favor. Then what the hell just like happened? It rejected from that area, break that area, come back into the range. So I just like done with this session, to be honest. Yes. And for those who didn't enter any trades yet, okay. So shit volume is equal to volatility. Yes. So wow, two trades, both manage risk, volatility. Nothing clear. It's opening of London session. It should not be react like that. If it's reacting like that, I always suggest that do not try to convert your bad day into worst day. Don't ever try to convert your bad day into worst day. So looking at this current situation of the market, the way it's showing volatility on a 30 minute, on a H1, on a 50 minute, it doesn't make sense to give my trade a third chance. I'm not gonna give my trade even a third chance. Whatever gonna happen there, unless I'm gonna see some strong volume, strong confirmation. So yeah, I think I will call it a day or call it a session. Please, where did you take your first trade which you won? Which one? I did not took any trade. Look at this one. Two trades, back to back losses. One, two trades. I just like took two trades. So it was risky one, so that's why I lowered the load size. I did not increase the load size, I lowered the load size. It never worked out, I again managed the risk. Wow, man. Wow. It's a volatility going on. We should have wait for 50-minute closure. No, it's not like that. If it was showing volume, even it went 30 pips in my favor, then rejected from that area. Look at this at M30 time frame. This M30 don't have a bottom wick. So it is not something like if it gonna print it again in the future, so I'm not gonna execute. I will gonna execute this one. I will gonna execute with this structure whenever it gonna print it on the chart. It's a good probability. So good probability means if you attempt something like 10 times, so it worked for you like 6 to 7 times. That is called like a good probability. Good probability doesn't mean that 10 times you execute on some structure and 10 times it just like went in your favor. It's not like that. Good probability means out of 10, 6 should be in your favor. What if current M15 candle close below resistance? Nothing. Nothing. Don't get into some kind of a panic condition. Don't lose your patience. If you just like chill, relax, like stay away from the chart at least like 30 minutes or a 1 hour, your senses will be get back into normal conditions. So you will start looking at the chart with a different perspective, and there's a probability you can easily recover your loss. So right now I can see I took one loss, managed the risk, executed a second buy by lowering the lot size, again manage the risk. So now I understand that this is not my session right now. There is no probability I'm gonna make any money in this condition unless I got a strong candle close above this resistance area or a bearish candle close below this support area. I'm not gonna play with this range anymore. Not gonna play with this range anymore. This is no trade zone for me. So even if this candle breaking above the high, pushing downside, I'm not gonna execute. If it's gonna break above the high impulsively, especially impulsively, I'm not gonna execute. I gave my trade two chances there, both just clearly showing me volatility. If I can read the candles, if I can see the volatility, why I need to force myself to give my trade a third chance? Why not to stop myself at 1%? So just like understand this concept. You're trying to recover your loss now, and while recovering your loss with a proper plan, your 1% loss become almost like 2%. Now you're thinking that why not to get a break even. I will go with a higher lot size and try to grab my 2%, then we'll close the chart. And you go with a higher lot size, again, it never worked out. So that 2% will become 6%, 4%. Now you are getting into a FOMO. You are getting into some kind of a panic condition, like a psychological panic condition, and you're gonna increase the lot size again. Again you took a loss, so that loss become like 10%, 12%. Now you want to back your money sap. You just like wanted to execute a trade, trying to predict the market. You lose your senses there, and now you close your day with negative 20%. So at the end, when you're going to your bed and laying down on your bed, now you are thinking why I did not stop myself at first trade, like on a 1% loss. So then you will realize that, because now you are feeling relaxed, you are getting back into your senses. So now you realize that why not to realize it quickly, like with the first loss, just relax, chill. You know how to work, then no need to worry about the losses. So you need to understand how you can lose less in this situation. How I can lose less? I manage the risk. I lose 1%. Now I should have to be stay away from this condition, this kind of market condition. We'll see during the NY session. I need volume. So now London already just like pass. I can't see volume there. So when the next volume could come, the next volume higher probability could come with the NY session. So we'll see if NY brings something on the table, so I can give my trade one more chance with another 1% risk. If I lose that one, then I'm gonna call it a day, because it's easy to recover like 1 to 2% risk for the next day with the next opportunity, but it will difficult to recover 20% loss to the next day actually. So it's simple thing, simple rules. So today right now, today's session, current session, is the session when you need to stick with 1 to 2% risk or 1 to 2 trades a day rule actually. We still on day range. I personally will only take a trade once we exit that day range. Okay, since end of January we being on the day range. Okay, so boss, if I took buy when price go 50-80 in 30 minutes, which one? 50-30? Oh, okay, 15-18. Where is 15-18, man? Okay, 50-80, you took a buy here. All right, would it consider as a good setup? Yeah, that was a perfect structure. This can close with a small body, and next can create a like a breakup of this high, went in your favor 80 pips. So did you grab like 40, 50 pips out of it or secure some position there? So yeah, that totally makes sense. Very beautiful structure that was. Just no setup here. Yeah, no setup, no structure, nothing there. Just volatility. I can see a volatility only. Can't see anything. Just volatility going on. Wow. Yeah, you know what? I think so. We are having enough FOMC tomorrow actually. We are also having later FOMC tomorrow. Might be market will do some kind of a consolidation before the NFP, and when then with the number, there's a probability it could continuously pushing to the downside. Okay, this candle which break the low, break above the high, this daily candle might be gonna behave in the same way. So I'm gonna see if this H4 going to be closed in a bearish form. I will try to stay away from this range. Things will need to take a break for one day. Look at this 30-minute candle close in a bearish form right now. Even the previous candle closed with no bottom wick, showing a strong bullish momentum. This candle even break above this high, come back, and just like think about those guys who are waiting for the candle to break above this high and trying to execute somewhere here. Wow. See, we just like manage the risk within this range. What's the minimum SL pips to take for gold? So SL these days you can minimum going to be get 50 pips stop loss, 40 pips stop loss, a minimum I would say. If you are getting more than this stop loss, you lower the losses. That's the only option you are having these days. These days the volume is insane. A 50-minute even can easily move like 100 pips, like a 120 pips, something like that. And even a 30 pips candle printing more than 200 pips. So using a if there's a strong volume and candles printing in a bigger size, then you need to flip from 30-minute to 50-minute time frame. That makes sense to get a better execution, better stop loss, better confirmations. Rather than that, 90% I stick with a 30-minute time frame. So nothing. Look at the structure right now. There is nothing. So now I will go for the cells. Oh, go ahead, go ahead. Good for you. If you wanted to go for the cells, if you had a plan to go for the cells and you are watching something what you actually wanted to see on the chart, go ahead. You can go for the cells. But I'm gonna stay away from the charts now. I'm not gonna take any trade. I can't see volume there. I can't see structure there. I can see volatility. My mind's just like giving me the signal there is a volatility. My experience telling me try to stay away from the chart right now. Let it create some clean structure. Let it show some volume in it. So I'm gonna take the signal from my mind and will stay away from this chart. I gave my trade one chance, didn't work out. I gave my trade a second chance, didn't work out. So why not to skip this session? So 300 pips on trading view is the same as 30 pips. Oh no man, 300 pips is always 300 pips. It's not like 30 pips. I think you need to go to babypips.com, buddy. You don't know the basics. So just no setups there. Yes, there is no setup till right now. If you're trying to take a buy or sell, you are forcing yourself to be a part of some trade. You are forcing yourself to recover your losses if you got some loss there. So this is when discipline kick in, when when consistency kick in. So you know what? If we wait, there's a probability we're gonna get paid. Lose less, so make more money. So I will see how this 30-minute going to be close. Just a volatility. So in 20 minutes, not only in 30 minutes about to be closed, in 20 minutes H4 also going to be closed. Look at this consolidation on a higher time frame. Look at this one. Wow, it's stuck here. Gold these days just stuck here. Wow, look at this one. Even we got the war between Iran and US, still it didn't give any move. I remember that. Let me see from where the actual war began. Yeah, this one. This is from where we got the news on a Friday. I remember that on a Friday we got the news that Iran and US start fighting with each other now. It went up 1,000 pip. Then look at this one. It continuously pushing to the downside. The war getting worse and worse, but it continuously pushing to the downside. Look at the way it's dropped the volume. It went 1,000 pips to the upside. It moved down 4,000 pips. Yeah, this is the power of market makers, I would say. They can do anything. Yes, waiting. I need to see how this 30 minute about to be closed actually. Historically, gold goes versus oil. Oil go up and gold down. Really? I really don't know anything about it. Let me see what's going on with the oil actually. What could be the symbol of oil? Think it will be crude oil. I think WTI something like that. Yeah. So this is a gold. This is oil actually. I wanted to see how they charge on oil. Can I execute it a buy or sell with 0.01? Oh, 0.01. So check out how it moves, how it calculate the pips actually. So we are right now 96 point, what is this? It's H1. I'm 15. Oh, it's 0.10. I wanted to check actually spreads and the commission on oil if I wanted to trade on oil. So with 0.01, if I took a buy here, oh, it never let me to execute a buy. Really? 0.01. Can't take a buy. Why? Can I go with 0.02? No, not letting me to take a buy or sell. 0.03. No buy sell. I can't take any buy or sell. Is it any reason why I can't take buy and sell on a oil? I don't know. I don't know. But look at the gold. Look at the oil right now standing on a top like 100, almost like nearby $100 per barrel. Still trying to pushing upside. Is this structure for gold good enough for a buy now? With gold walking pushing upside. What is the structure there? There's nothing. There's nothing on a gold. There's no buys, no sells on a gold. It's doing consolidation, candles printing side by side. You're going to be get a H4 candle closure in a 15 minutes, and it's doing consolidation. No volume, no structure. There's nothing. Just nothing on the chart. Starts from zero point 0.5. Really? Why? So if we wanted to take trade on a oil, we have to go with 0.05. And how it moves, like if it how it will give me 10 pips from 96 to 97, or from 96.1, 96.2, 96.3, something like that. I'm gonna get 10 pips. Or is it 10 pips will be calculated like from 96 to 97, that will be calculated as a 10 pips. Let me see this one. From 97. Yeah, I think so. From 97 to 96, it will be calculated as a 10 pips. Is it, or it's a 100 pips? I really don't know anything about this. I didn't trade ever on oil. Oh, I will check with the team actually. I will check with the team. So looking at the gold, it's about to be close. The 30-minute H1, H4 about to be closed in 12 minutes. And I can see just like consolidation going on. Yeah, sir, what is the name of the tool you use to draw lines on charts? It's a function of zoom actually. Minimum I think 1.0, but the load is different is in money. Okay. I think load size is too small. Might be, but why they're not letting to execute with a small load? So I think so. I need to open trading for on my brokerage house for the oil. I think so that is the reason. Might be. Wow, consolidation, consolidation. ਹੁਣ ਲੰਡਨ ਸੈਸ਼ਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਜੈਸੇ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਆ ਜਾਏਗੀ ਉਹ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਵਾਪਸ ਟੈਨਸ਼ਨ ਨਾ ਲਿਓ So waiting for this candle to be closed. It's about to be closed in 12 minutes. No buys, no sells. There is just consolidation, just a volatility going on. So just understand this thing. This is for the beginners. It's not for the like who are already old enough in this trading journey. So these are for the beginners. So I gave my trade a second chance, like one chance. It didn't work out. Then with the same plan, I gave my trade a second chance. So now I realize that market is in a volatility form right now. So I need to stay away from this one. So if I'll try to force myself and didn't even manage the risk, what will happen? Here I could feel that market will continuously pushing downside. I will try to go with the sells. It come up, it will hit my another SL. Then I will think that now it will continuously pushing up. So I will try to take a buy there. Then it will come down and break this low of the previous candle. I go to another SL. Then I think that the next candle create a wick break below this low, so I could go with a sell. I could take a sell. I did take a sell. It never worked out. Again, it hit the sell. So in this situation, when I need to stay away from the chart, when I already give my trade a chance impulsively once, twice, didn't work out. So I need to stay away from it. So I can lose less, like I lose 1% right now. So I'll be happy with the 1%. Now if I wait for some structure to be formed with the proper candle closure, with a proper structure, with a clean volume, so there's a probability I can recover this loss. So in this way, while you are going with the FOMO, or really wanted to recover your losses, wait, just wait and stay away from the chart, and wait for the new structure to be formed, clean direction, clean moves, clean volume, and then you can give your trade a chance. So there's a probability you can easily recover this 1% loss. But if you are trying to fight with this scenario, so today gonna be your worst day. Today you're gonna lose more than your expectation. And when the next day market giving clean moves, now you are thinking why I did not stop myself last day so I can recover my losses today, and might be I'm standing in profits. So the another day when there's an opportunity on the chart, what you are going to you are doing there, you're trying to recover your losses. It's not gonna work like that. You have to stop yourself here. You should give trades third chance, I guess. Not yet. Not yet. I'm done with the London session. To be honest, I definitely done with the London session. I will I will see if I'm gonna see some structure on on a NY session. Then I'm gonna give my trade a chance. Rather than that, I totally done with the London session. And if even I'm not gonna get out from this range, and I didn't see, or if I'm not gonna see actually any kind of volume in the market, then I will call it a day actually. I will happy with this 1% loss. Really happy. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and then we are having Thursday, so might be tomorrow we're gonna get some good moves with a good volume, and also we are heading towards FOMC. So they are expecting to keep the interest rate in the same way. Look at this one. I don't know why what happened with the market edge. Their links are down right now. The websites are no, it's just like not responding properly on my side. Yeah. So tomorrow, where it is? Oh, it's a news channel. Okay, here we go. So now Wednesday later in Pakistan, at 11 p.m. we are going to be get like a funds rate here. We are having FOMC. See this one. So they are expecting the same number. If they are expecting the same number, then there's a probability gold could continuously pushing downside. Higher probability gold could continuously pushing downside. But these numbers are not gonna be getting any impact on the chart unless we got some kind of volatile comments by the Paul. Actually, it's very important to listen the conference of Jerome Paul, which we are having later right after 30 minutes. The statement he's just like gonna give, that will give us some direction actually. So if the statement is in the neutral form, and we are going to be get like a same number, so there's a probability could gold could crash again. Probability again, it's a probability. So might be due to this markets start doing some kind of a consolidation. So 6 minutes left for the candle to be closed. Just 6 minutes left. But the way London session has been these days, I keep taking losses during London and then regret it every day during NYSE full volume. So stick with the NYSE if it suits your life schedule. Actually, stick with the NYSE, New York session or New York stock market, whatever suits you. You can stick with it. The choosing a session is totally depend on your life schedule. If you are running any business, you are going on some job, you have to manage your time according to that. So 5 minutes left for the candle to be closed. H1 still open. M30 pushing upside. M15 even pushing to the upside. I would like to see it close above the resistance. So if I wanna give my trade a chance, there's nothing right now. As far as this candle still open, there is no confirmation there. So 5 minutes left for this candle to be closed, and we'll see. Yeah, now it's getting bored. Someone just like getting into losses and they wanted to recover the loss and market stop moving. So this is a time you need to be chill, need to be relaxed and wait for your turn. Don't try to chase the market. Let it come to you. This is a quote I always said on daily stream. It's my daily routine to say these words. Do not try to chase the market. Let it come to you. Wow, look at this one. It's again rejected. 3 minutes left for the candle to be closed. And 3 minutes left for the H4 candle to be closed. H4 about to be closed. Wow, it's just like doing consolidation. I think so with the FOMC, it's gonna give some kind of a breakout to the upside or to the downside. Wow, breaking below this low, I think we could continuously pushing downside. 48.50 could be the target. What's just like happening here? With the bigger picture, monthly time frame. Oh, previous monthly didn't even have a upper wick. So the next kind of create a wick and pushing to the downside. So there's a probability if it keep pushing to the downside, it could come down. Wow, towards 44 for the swing trade. Weekly candle. Look at this. Both weekly candle close in a bearish form. If this candle create a wick and break its own low, this is a wick. There's a probability it's gonna tap to 48.50 again on a higher time frame as well for as a swing trader. But this current candle should have to be break its own low for the continuation. This makes sense. What is this area? 49.70. So from weekly to daily, daily closed with a very small tiny body in a bullish form. So if the candle breaking below this low, probability gonna continuously pushing downside. H4 doing consolidation right now, about to be closed. So we stuck in a consolidation with the higher time frame to lower time frame. Someone just like write it down. Fuck the market. Fuck this market. Definitely took some losses back to back. So getting angry on the market. Don't get angry on the market. Just like work on yourself. It always moves. Market is always right. So H4 about to be closed and it's gonna close in few seconds. Wow, again pushing upside. It's about to be closed now. 30-minute pushing upside in last seconds, in last few seconds, it's about to be closed. Okay, look at this one. 30-minute close in a bullish form. H1 close with a small body. H4 close in a bearish form. So now you got a candle which close above this rejections high. So if the next candle creator we can break above this high, there's like a lot of rejection on the left hand side. So first thing could be that it's gonna fill this wick on the left hand side, and then it will gonna continuously pushing upside. This makes sense. Yes. It should create a wick and then break above the high, so that makes sense. Not creating a wick. If it's gonna break above this own high, I'm not gonna execute on this one. I will see on a NY session actually. So I'm not into it. I'm not gonna take any trade in or during this session. I'm done with the London actually. So if it's going to be create a week, the probability should be it should create a week and break above its own high. It could continuously pushing upside. Probability. Someone driving the truck and also watch. Yeah, people are just like someone on a job, someone sitting with a business. So they are attempting this. Wow. Let's see if it could create a week and break its own high. Look at the rejection right now. Wow. Still volatile. Third chance, bro. Come on. No, I'm not gonna give my trader third chance with this session. I already had a plan to done with this session, so I'm not gonna take my trade any chance. But if you wanted to go with a trade, then wait for this candle to break its own high. Stop loss could be somewhere here, so you can go ahead. I will see during the NY session. If NY till NY, if I'm not gonna see any kind of volume and a clean structure and clean candles there, then I will call it a day. I will wait for the FOMC to settle down the dust and then gonna create a plan. Until that, I need to stay away from it. Look at the volatility. Look at the spreads getting wider. Wow, look at this one. It should not be retraced this much. It should not be retraced this much. I'm just like looking for this candle how it reacting. So then I'm gonna end the stream and we'll do the stream tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. Oh, tomorrow is Wednesday. So on a Wednesday, London session gonna be done with Raja bro. If we not get busy, if we get busy or get stuck in some meeting, then I'm gonna do the London session. Tomorrow I'm gonna do the NY session actually. Yeah, look at this one. Typical shit volume going on. Yeah, exactly. Wow, look at this one. How much it just like moved and retraced right now. Even it closed above the resistance area. Clear sign of the volatility. So didn't execute it a buy because it break above the high without creating a bottom wick and it break above the high in the first 1 to 2 minute. So while waiting for the candle to create a wick, as it coming down to create a wick, it did not break above its own high. It keep pushing downside. Look at this one. So yeah, nothing for me on the chart to be done. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Might be during the NY session. Yeah, if Raja bro not gonna do the stream, then I'm gonna do the stream during the London session, like 2:30 a.m. Eastern. And if he's just like gonna do the stream during the London session, then I'm gonna see you guys during the NY session. So we'll upload the timings on my Instagram. So that will be perfect idea, I think so. So yeah, stay blessed. Try to stay away from this consolidation. It's advice from me. It's all depends on you. You want to take it or not. But I'm gonna suggest you try to stay away from this, from the chart for this session. Look at the way market behaving. Look at the way it's just like doing consolidation. If you're trying to fight with this kind of market, higher probability you're gonna lose more than your expectation. So chill, relax, and wait for your turn. Let it to create some clean structure, clean moves, so then you can give your trade a chance. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Till that, be blessed, be safe, take care, and bye bye. Take care, bye bye. Have a nice day. Yes.